And I have two very nice friends for you today. In Radio Land, you can't see them, but they're wonderful, wonderful guys. One is Jeffrey Feldman, and the other is Argy Radini.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said it good enough.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi. So now, Consumer Energy Solutions is the company I work for, and we sponsor the show. So hats off to CES for putting the show on every week. And the show is about meeting good people and good news and good events and just putting it out there, because in this day of, trying to rifle through what is good, what is bad, what is true, what is not, I like to just go out there and talk about good things. And so I have a company that lets me do that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
well, you guys are good guys, and I'm going to tell you what. So for those of you who may not know about an amazing school right here in Clearwater, it's Clearwater Academy International, and it is international. And I will tell you that some of the countries from where the students come, Canada, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, China, Norway, many others. And this is a school that has high school and college sports, and of such a quality that these kids will go on and get offers, and I've seen it on the daily. My children didn't go to this school, but I have family members. My grandkids go there. Argy's.
I went there
That's
for
right.
basically all my school year, yep.
And what do you do there?
I am on the board of trustees.
That's right, but he's
Yeah.
more than that. He's going to be humble. He basically put the thing there. I'm letting you know. I know Jeff and his beautiful wife Sakitsa from New York days, and they pretty much, if you look at them in a certain light, there's a halo that sort of shows up, because that school has just gone like this. So today, these guys are here to talk about not just the school. I just wanted you guys to know and look up Clearwater Academy International on the internet. If you know anyone who should go there, please let us know about them and let them know about the school. In and of his school, it's a great school. But today we're talking about sports. So you guys have the team, this amazing Clearwater team called the Knights, and they're very, very, very proud, and they have great statistics. So I'm just going to ask Argy, what kind of statistics can you throw out to us about that football team?
We had originally started in, I believe, 2008. And first season, playing a condensed version of football, so a lot of people are...
With only 6 men instead of
So that's
11.
11, exactly,
right.
so that's
Right.
the condensed version. But then throughout the years, we basically, I think we lost in the span from 2008 to 2015. I think we lost under 10 games throughout
That's amazing.
that. So we really did a good job there. Won a couple state titles, three or four to be in.
Yeah, a couple, 3 or 4 states.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
We
it.
did lose count,
Yeah, well, I remember the ones I was a part of, and then after I
That's
left,
good.
they continued doing well, and then now we've transitioned into the big boy game, where we're playing tougher competition, big public school teams as well.
That must have been a rude awakening. Was that quite a transition?
when we first went to 11 men, it was definitely rough the first year, but it's just gotten better and better every year. In fact, we're 3-0 now this year.
That's incredible, and you've only been at the 11-man for a very short time, it's a couple of years.
This is our third season. I
Third
believe.
season,
And it just started, so you can't even say it's
Exactly.
the third year. It just
Yeah.
started. That's
Exactly.
amazing. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Yeah.
You have great coaching staff.
Absolutely.
I know a few personally, and I think, like any entity, a business, the management and the devotion of the coaches, thus the managers, is what it's all about. But you guys at Clearwater Academy International have the benefit of having such amazing administrative and passionate people right at the core, so that seeing that football program grow started with you guys.
Well, it really started with the two coaches on the team, Jesse Chinchar and my son, David Feldman.
Who's a newlywed, by the way.
He's a newlywed, and these two, playing, starting with, touch football or flag football on school grounds from the age of 6, 7, and 8 years old, passionately wanted to bring a football program and were instrumental in getting us to bring a football
No kidding,
program.
I didn't know
too.
that. Well, hats off to you guys.
And then these guys have stayed on the ball and are now in charge of the team. So
Wow, so you got to watch
Yeah.
them grow up as kids and also as men, and then in this capacity to bring such an incredibly strong program to the school. Do you find that the football program brings you students from afar as well?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I think part of the cool thing about the opportunity that these kids have who come, from abroad is that they don't quite know what football is until they come to the States, right? Since the leagues they type of play in is very different culture. So, we give them the opportunity, to come here, get a good education, learn English, and as well play football at the highest level they can play, at this point.
That's
so
incredible.
I think they definitely take full advantage of their opportunities as well.
That's great. I've been through to a lot of your graduations, and I see the international flavor.
Yeah.
Italy and China, and it's amazing, just the different people that
Absolutely.
have come. So,
well, what's amazing is we started a broadcast. We're broadcasting the games live.
that's great. Did that just start?
It just started this year. Argy and myself are doing these broadcasts live, and in fact, it's KSN, Night Sports Network.
Wow,
And
that's so cool.
we're live.
KSN, not to be confused with MSN. Just want to clarify that. KSN Network.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube, and you can search it, Night Sports Network. Please subscribe. And anyway, Argy and I are broadcasting these games, and then I think it was last week or the week
Yeah.
before, a student by the name of Lamine Kawanda scores a touchdown. And, I try to, give my best excitement. I go, they're going to be celebrating. I'll look at my notes. Oh, he's from how do I say it? Bergamo? Bergamo, Italy. He's from Bergamo, Italy. And I go, oh, they're going to be celebrating tonight in Bergamo, Italy. Well, we get a text the next day. His parents were watching live from Bergamo,
How
Italy,
cool is
along with all the other relatives, and they were like jumping up and down.
Oh my gosh, that's
as
so
I said
great.
that.
Yeah.
When you know you've got someone like that on the team, just a suggestion,
Sure.
have actually someone with a phone like that kid and capture that live so you can watch them and kind of feed each other on that. That is so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's,
What a cool time we live in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell us more about the network.
So we started, and we're trying to add every week some more technology and make it very cool. In fact, I'm going to be doing some videos this week to air, especially on the next broadcast.
So exciting. And you can do commercials.
Exactly.
Okay, hint. Cheerleaders. You got to have the cheerleaders. Okay.
Okay.
Just saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
idea.
The good news is, we don't have to push the cheerleaders plus the booze or the beer.
Sure.
But we would like to push the cheerleaders and the upbeat and the passion, because all of those guys watching all over the world would really enjoy that. I mean, especially those little cutenesses.
Yeah.
You guys started at like 4 years old or something.
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's an insane, and I watch them and they are like into it, man. They're like bred for cheerleading, some of these
Yeah,
little
they all
girls.
have different names. There's royalty, junior royalty. You know all the different names?
I don't know.
Oh my
dude,
God.
That's not my
Well,
realm.
guess what, girls, cheerleaders, if you're watching, and you should be because you were told about this, we'll have you on next week. How's that? Girl power? Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll love that.
Yeah. So you're 3-0 already.
Yeah.
That's crazy good.
Yeah.
It makes your job easy on the Knights Network.
Absolutely. There's not much disappointment on our end when we're doing very well on both sides of the ball. So yeah.
But what's really, really unbelievable is the interest that we're drawing on these players. We're getting interest from some of the biggest colleges,
Yeah.
in the country
That's
for football.
incredible.
Absolutely.
UCLA, Notre Dame, Oregon, Michigan, Yale, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Indiana,
No kidding.
Pittsburgh, and many of our students so far have already been recruited to these schools. And some
Somebody
are
just went to
attending.
Pittsburgh. I remember.
Papa Baldonado from
Yeah.
last year's
Yes,
team is
yes.
on Pittsburgh. One playing this year has already signed with Pittsburgh. Is it Curvids?
It's Jared Wayne.
Jared
Yeah.
Wayne. Curvids Bonham is signed with Indiana, I think.
Exactly.
This is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. And, we've had some of the most famous coaches in the college coaches in the country come through Clearwater Academy
What?
to see our students.
That's incredible.
Yes,
For sure.
Well, you know what? It makes sense, though. I mean, you guys do have the stats.
People
So-
like Lovie Smith, who used to coach the Bucks and the Chicago Bears, took the Bears to the Super Bowl, has come to Clearwater Academy to see our students.
That's
And,
incredible.
Yeah.
That's great.
And what's, I think the best part is, and a lot of people probably don't know this, is to play high school sports and college sports, you have to meet certain academic standards
Yeah.
or you can't play.
That's right.
And a lot of students end up not being able to play at the high school or the college level because of that.
Yeah.
And the unique study methods we use, the Hubbard methods, really produce superior scholastic performance. And it gives these guys a chance to actually go to college, and they would never otherwise ever be able to go to college.
And on that note, someone told me once that NFL actually stands for not for long.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
so without that,
And so few of them are going to make it to the NFL anyway.
Yeah.
so you're not really doing them a service
Sure.
to just pump up the sports only,
Yeah.
and leave a guy like that he doesn't even know how to really pass an insurance sales exam,
Sure.
and he can't feed a family, and there is,
That's right.
it's another
Yeah.
chapter. So that's incredible. It also made me think of something else, which is our company, CES. You guys know that we've helped a lot
Yeah.
pay for a lot of these guys to get tutoring at Community Learning Center, and I myself have actually tutored a few of these kids and working with We Believe in Me as well. So I'm well aware about how efficacious, how really that program does work, and the Hubbard method is pretty brilliant. So
Yeah.
Now on the athletics side, we're really not only 3-0, but we've just gotten rated by Edgestone Sports as being, well, they're calling us either the third or fourth best team in Pinellas County. Now, people might think, okay, Pinellas County, what is that? Florida is probably one of your strong, it's number one or number two for football players in
Absolutely.
the country.
Yeah.
Pinellas County within Florida is like,
Off the
one of the
charts.
strongest.
Yeah.
It's Pinellas County, maybe
Exactly.
Miami-Dade area.
Yeah.
Right.
Those
Yeah,
are the
good
two
job.
biggest
Yeah.
areas.
Yeah.
And we're being compared to public schools we're just a private school.
Yeah.
Public school with thousands of kids.
Yeah.
And we're rated.
And you're right there.
We're above Clearwater High, Largo High. What are
A few other ones. I think we're just below like the big name ones like Eastlake High School,
Right.
like perennially Countryside High School, but then all the other ones, Dunedin High School.
thousands of kids?
Yeah,
Right.
thousands of kids.
Right, and that's really, look, that's not to diss anybody, but
No,
that's just
absolutely
to show the stellar, people that are working with your program and on your program, and
Sure.
and like I said, it's the passion of the administration
Yeah.
and the students as well to keep and fund. Like, I know I've bought raffle tickets. I even won the big Christmas.
Holiday,
Yeah, I
yeah.
won that once.
Yeah. You
and
I've never won it. Though.
I know you and Keats buy a ton of those.
It was weird, and I knew I was winning that day. It was really very funny. But anyway, I see I keep using the word passion, but the excitement and the passion that the families have, and that is what makes you guys special. And when you feel it when you enter the door there. I mean, sometimes I'll just drop a check off for a golf tournament or something, and you just feel it from the moment you walk in. So very well done to you, because I do know you're humble, but you have put that there. So. I'm
well
not
done,
forgetting who put that there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for
so
sure.
what else can you tell me about?
Well, one thing is as a nonprofit school, the football program is funded very much by sponsors. So I'd like to give a little plug for that. If anybody wants to sponsor the football team, please contact the school. And you mentioned ads on TV. Yeah, soon we'll be doing that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if anybody has a video ad they want us to put on, they should.
And that's
definitely
incredible.
Get a hold of us.
Patrick Clouden, the CEO of our company, his grandson is Luca Stanzani. So we definitely support you guys in ads when you do a play and things like that. But I'm thinking let us know, because I'm sure we can run a commercial or two for employment for our company.
Okay.
There's ways you could, use that.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and local
great.
advertising is the way to go, guys. Really, you don't get lost in the sauce
Yeah.
among, people who won't know where you are, what you're about. So,
The way to do it is attack the
Night-
local people.
Knights Network. So seriously,
Exactly.
they will get it. KSN Knights Sports Network. And that is their new broadcasting organization. It airs live Knights football games from all over the state, because you guys travel.
Yes, we do. We got a big one.
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee this Friday.
Is that this Friday?
This
so how
Friday.
does that work? You get everybody in a bus? Like, how's that work? You get everybody in a bus?
Yeah, I mean, depending
'Cause
on
that's like 5 hours.
Absolutely, yeah. So I believe this week. So normally for the the local schools that are maybe like an hour away for away games, we'll just take the school bus.
Sure.
But I believe this week they're taking a coach bus. One of them
Nicer.
travel luxury buses or whatever. So yeah, they'll be heading up there, and then Jeff and I will pack our computers, or his computer, I should say, and all the equipment.
Yeah, the
And,
equipment keeps growing every week.
Exactly, yeah. It
Well,
used to
as
be a
you-
one-man job. You just set it up. Now he's got a whole team with him.
Hey, that
who
even
helps
happened
him
with
set
me.
up.
I've got Jen over there. We've got this camera, that camera, YouTube.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
figured
for
it
sure,
out.
for sure. If anyone is familiar with production assistants, feel free to let us know, because Jeff spends a lot of his time, broadcasting and doing the technical work as well. So
Good, and you don't need that many hours from the person, but you would like somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then they could-
absolutely. Anybody that's interested in, the software side or
Yeah.
the camera side or the announcing side, we need, everything.
Excellent. And then you could be in their program, or get yourself a little commercial and get yourself some freelance work.
yeah, and if
Just
not,
putting that out there.
just tune into the stream and support the Knights as well. That helps just as much.
Oh, and come to the games when they're local.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that keeps the passion and excitement going, and you always have something going on, and a raffle, and you get to see the cute cheerleaders that start about this big and grow up to, you're sitting there watching the acrobatics going like, how do they do that? Well, I was little, and they always wanted to put me on top of the pyramid. I'm like, no, I'll go
Yeah.
down on the bottom. I got a strong back, put them on me. They're like, no, you're not going on the bottom. I'm like, I can't go on the top. I can't go on the top. I needed Julie to teach me.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So what else do you have here for Tallahassee? Who are you playing?
We are playing Florida North Christian, a very, very tough school.
No kidding.
So,
are they in Pinellas County? Do you only play your county? How does that work?
No, this
we're
is
heading to
Tallahassee.
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 Oh, so they're in Tallahassee.
They're in
Oh,
Tallahassee.
I wasn't getting it. I
Yeah,
was thinking it was
that's
like a
we're
place.
going to their school. It's
Yeah.
it's an away game, and I forget all the statistics of this team, but they've been in the state playoffs, and they're a big time team. Very, very big college high school program.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's probably going to be our biggest test so far this year.
Yeah, definitely. Have
Well,
to
we'll
agree with
definitely
Jeff
be
there.
tuning in. I mean, I promise you that we'll get lots of people watching.
Awesome.
So with that, I want to ask you, Argie, is there anything
Yeah.
else you want to say that we didn't cover? You told them how to tune in, right? It's YouTube.
Yep. We're live on YouTube, Night Sports Network. I don't know. If anything I'm forgetting, Jeffrey?
If they subscribe on YouTube to Night Sports Network and click notifications,
yeah.
as soon as we go live, they'll always automatically get notice.
Yeah.
Notice, and then they could.
Oh,
click
that's
and-
great. Maybe that's what I should be doing.
Yeah, it's a little bell icon. So if you just click that icon when you're subscribed, you get automatically a notification to your
That's
phone or whatever.
perfect. That's perfect. Well, that's what we'll do. So with that, I have a couple of announcements to make. I just want you to definitely support Clearwater Academy International, support local teams and sports. And listen, I'm putting a plug in for sponsorship, because here's the deal. You guys know me. I'm out there in the community. I'm constantly like the professional beggar. And, but really no donation is too small. Because the way I look at it, it's like an energy flow, right? You push something to the direction of good, and then more people will follow, which is why your broadcasting equipment's growing, because you want to meet more people and more people,
Absolutely.
right? So with sponsorship, whether it be in your ads, because you guys do a program,
Yep,
right?
yep, look at that.
There's ways you can do it. So go on the plain website, Clearwater Academy International, and I'm sure there must be a donate button on your website somewhere, right?
If they go to Clearwater Academy International and just post that they're interested in the sponsorship program, somebody will get back.
There you go.
Yeah.
And if you are watching on Facebook, you can always just put that down in my Lynn Positin comments, and I will make sure I get it to the right person because they do a lot of good things. Oh, and one other thing I didn't get to say. Tell me about the exciting art center, for lack of a better word. You guys are going to be they do the most amazing plays and shows. I hate to say plays because it sounds like a school play,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't miss it. I don't have kids in the school, and I go to every single one of them.
Yeah, they're definitely, as professional as can be, for a high school show, but they're definitely entertaining.
And so you're expanding that whole program.
I believe so. I think Jeff
You're
may have some
talking
more
about the
details.
physical
Yeah,
expansion to
yeah.
the school. Yes, we have been fundraising for an expansion of the school with a big auditorium, more classrooms, additional art rooms, science labs, and it's quite a project.
I bet the plans are exciting.
Yeah.
When you saw them, you were like, how am I here, right?
Yeah.
It's like so
A
big.
beautiful, beautiful addition of the school. So.
Yeah, and the reason for that, folks, is because it's that good. You don't grow like that and need more space and put in a bigger theater and put in a bigger auditorium and science labs unless it's a great school. So please be sure to check it out. All right.
Thank you.
Well, my pleasure. Well, don't go anywhere. I'm going to tell you about a couple things that are going on. We only have 2 minutes, pretty much. So one of the fundraisers that I'm working on is for you golfers out there. It's the 3rd annual Martin Luther King Jr. Freedom Swing Golf Tournament. This is for the Martin Luther King Neighborhood Center Coalition. So it's not that big MLK one that gets all the attention. It's tucked in on Douglas Avenue.
Okay.
And it has been there in the community for a lot of years. And they're going to be doing a technology lab because just like the athletes and kids need to have a leg up on their education.
Absolutely.
And in this day and age with careers, you've got to have technology.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And there's not enough of it available. There's not enough hours in the day in a regular school day. So
Sure.
what this is, this third annual Freedom Swing is kicking off is at Bardmore Golf and Tennis Club. It's this Saturday. I will be working it with my family. It is, what do they call that? A shotgun start at 1 p.m. And we would love any sponsorship you could give. We have a lot of really hardcore volunteers keeping that place going. And we really want to at least be able to hand them a nice sized check to kick off the technology lab. So if anyone wants to get their name on a really nice banner I'm creating, I will get your logo on there. Very inexpensive. Just write me in the comments and I'll make sure you get on there. If you have a raffle prize to donate, we'll take that as well. And so
Not
yes.
to brag, but I think I won that last year.
Did you? I think I took your picture. Well, I know you guys are going to be away in Tallahassee.
Yeah, well, this is on Saturday.
This is
It's on
Saturday.
Saturday. I am signed up.
You are
Yeah.
great.
I'm signed up, yes.
Bardmore is a beautiful course. Bob Daly, I met the general manager. Do you know there's 13 PGA events happen there? Plus,
Oh, yes, it used to be the site of the senior, wasn't it?
That's
the senior
right.
PGA.
and then I think the JCPenney one and another one, and Billie Jean King and Chrissy Everett have played there because it's also a tennis club, so it's great. Anyway,
Sweet.
so it should be fun.
I've not played there, but I understand it's a, fantastic
Well, you're in for a
course.
treat, and we're going to
Yeah.
keep the weather. We don't
Yeah.
mind overcast. We just don't want to be
No
rained on.
raining, yeah.
There you go. That's it. And yeah, so you got to always support these things with kids because they really are the future. That day, some other things are going on. We have a Tampa Bay Humanitarian Film Festival. This is going to be downtown Clearwater, and this is very unique. So the term like-minded, right? So when you have a certain belief system, you find other groups that are already doing something similar, and you flow each other positive energy. So this is really cool. Each area of humanitarian need, whether it be drug education or human rights for a couple, I'm just going to stop there. We have film showing from different other people that are totally disrelated to these humanitarian programs, but are like-minded. So it's really going to be interesting. 4 p.m. there's a reception that is going to begin in the Scientology Information Center, which is the corner of Cleveland and Fort Harrison. And then at 5 p.m. the screenings will start in the Osceola Courtyard, which is the little park there.
Okay.
So it's just going to be great. These films are films that none of us have seen, and also the filmmakers will be in attendance, so you'll get to
Nice.
meet them, and there'll be dinner and networking afterwards. It's going to be really a unique event, and it's free, and so there'll be refreshments and food, and there's it's going to be a great night. So I'm going to do the golf tournament and then take a shower, and then I'll be over at the film festival.
Hopefully
so
you have
you'll
time
know
to
where
eat
to find me.
somewhere in between there.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's one other thing going on that day, and that's the Fashions with Flair fashion show that is going to benefit the Pinellas Park PAL, and that is incredible if you've never been there. The biggest silent auction filled with amazing prizes you've ever seen. Some of my favorite jewelry pieces have come from this. It's a runway fashion show, and I mean it's a full-on runway. From Pippa Pallor in St. Petersburg, gourmet lunch, silent and live auctions, chance drawings. This is going to benefit, as I said, the Pinellas Sheriff's Police Athletic League and Lealman Sports Complex, and also Winter Wonderland. So for those of you who want to help us keep a beautiful Winter Wonderland, which is a month-long amazing village and toy drive and food drive for everybody. So this is Saturday, September 15th from 12 to 3. It is at the historic Fort Harrison, and it is elegantly casual dress. It is a complimentary valet parking. And if you go to www.ccvfl, that's Clearwater Community Volunteers Florida.org, ccvfl.org, all the details will be there. You could buy your tickets. And like I said, ladies and men as well are invited. Perfect day. If I wasn't running the golf tournament, trust me, I'd be there. I haven't missed one in, I think, 12 years.
Jeez.
So, sorry guys, I won't be there, but at least I'm plugging for you. And some of my friends are in the fashion show. So
Wow.
we always like to put, important VIP opinion leaders
Sure.
from the Sheriff's Association or from, local government or, even
Whatever.
state government.
Yeah.
We've had people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. My friend Amy Ronshouses is in it. Amy, model well. I won't be there to cheer you on. All right. Well, I think that's all I've got for you today. And I just want to say go Knights.
Yeah.
Go
for
Knights.
Sure, go
All
Knights.
right. Let's say the network again. Just let them out.
KSN, Night Sports Network.
And that's found on YouTube.
YouTube, just
So
search
just in
it.
that search bar, KSN Network. And you get to see Argy, you
Yep.
get to see Jeff or hear them.
Hear them, yeah. More and more hear them.
More hear them. And they both have good speaking voices. So,
We show ourselves on camera every once in a while,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I have to say I'm a bit more reluctant than Jeff and than pulling up the face cam, but yeah.
and
for
this
sure.
is why.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm so
I want
sorry.
the
These are
game.
really hard to look at.
I want the game to be the show, not him or I.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure Wesley be all right with
I think so.
Well, guys, it's been a great show. Thank you very much for coming. And I think we're going to say that we love our country. It's a sad day, 9/11, and we have very good memories of the World Trade Center, you being from New York, me being from New York. Every time I see the picture, I see the Freedom Tower, it just still kills me that it's not there. And
Yeah.
so anyway, a lot of good people were lost, and I just think we should always support our law enforcement and our guys who are willing to run into a burning building. Not something I'm signing up for any day soon, but I really like knowing you guys are there. So thank you for your service,
Thank you.
and God bless America.